Over the course of 1 week, the Oklahoma Cooperative Extension Service held 2 wheat field days, one near Walters on Tuesday, and the next one nearly 70 miles away to the northeast in Chickasha on Friday. The main difference was the leaf disease, powdery mildew. Walters had a little, Chickasha had a lot. Dr. Bob Hunger is the state extension wheat pathologist.
It'll look very, very bright white, creamy colored, and if you shake the leaves, you'll fluff up the spores, and they'll leave that powdery mildew, hence its name. As the season progresses and it gets hotter and drier, that bright white color will turn more into a cream gray and then eventually a darker gray color, because that's a sign that the powdery mildew infection is starting to go dormant a little bit more.
Hunger says that powdery mildew looks like someone sprinkled talcum powder all over the leaves. The disease attaches itself to a wheat plant, siphoning away moisture and nutrients. Treatment options are limited, either plant or resistant variety, or apply a fungicide if needed.
The powdery mildew tends to be a disease that comes in quite a bit earlier, and so there you may be looking at a scenario where you have to spray earlier, and then that fungicide will not last for the whole season, so you could have the rust come in after that, and not very many growers are going to spray twice. But usually the powdery mildew stays in that lower to mid canopy level, and so it does do some damage to yield, but it doesn't move up onto the flag leaf or the heads, which is where it would be extremely damaging. And if a grower is only going to spray one time, they typically will wait until later in the season to make sure that they're protecting against the rusts, especially leaf rust and stripe rust.
Extension wheat pathologist Dr. Bob Hunger. He says powdery mildew can reduce wheat yields 10 to 20% if the disease stays low on the plant. If it moves much past flag leaf, yield losses can be as much as 20 to 30%. Reporting for the Oklahoma Wheat Commission and Oklahoma Genetics Incorporated, I'm Don Atkinson.